stop everything. What was meant to be a celebration turned into something straight out of a crime show. Drinks were being served, the music was playing, but then Remy Ma showed up, unbothered and bold, like she came with nothing to lose and a whole lot to say. Yep, the talk was true. Remy Ma came to Papoose and Claressa Shields' over-the-top engagement party uninvited, and she didn't just crash the party, she flipped the whole thing on its head. No announcement, no heads up, just one long, cold stare and the sound of her heels hitting the floor like a countdown. It felt like she was walking through the ruins of her own story. Then she dropped the line that froze the room. "You brought her to my city, gave her my blueprint and called it love." That was it. The energy shifted instantly. The champagne stopped. Guests were dead silent, and Papoose looked like the life had been sucked out of him. People started screaming, phones went up, guests scattered, and Claressa? She looked ready to throw hands. Yes, in heels. Was this revenge? A warning? Or had Remy Ma been planning this for a while? We've got the footage, the eyewitness accounts, and receipts so wild they might actually erase someone's name from hip-hop history. Because this wasn't just drama, this was war. Let's rewind a bit. The night started off as a celebration. Papoose and boxing champ Claressa Shields had just gone public with their engagement. It was a flex. Atlanta rooftop, cameras everywhere, stylists running around, and drinks flowing like it was the Grammys after party. But behind all the glitz, something dark was brewing. And that something was Remy Ma. The same Remy Ma who once defined loyalty. The woman who stood by Papoose during his prison time, career ups and downs, and everything in between. And now, she was on the outside looking in while he showed off a new ring, on a new woman's hand, with a new chapter ahead. But here's the thing, Remy Ma wasn't supposed to be anywhere near that party. Sources say her name wasn't on the guest list. No invite. In fact, people close to Papoose allegedly warned staff to act fast if she did show up. But how do you stop someone like Remy Ma? You don't. You just hope she doesn't walk through that door, too late, right in the middle of the second hour. She did. Just as Claressa raised her fifth glass for the night and Papoose was telling his go-to story about how they met, the music faded. Then the doors opened, and in walked Remy Ma. No intro, no heads up, just that signature slow Remy Ma walk. Her slicked back hair, black dress, red nails, and those eyes fixed on one person. The whole room froze. Even the DJ missed the cue. You could literally feel the air get sucked out. This wasn't just a party. It was supposed to be a major PR moment. Love on display, cameras everywhere, influencers dressed like it was the Met Gala. But the second Remy stepped in, it stopped being a celebration. It started feeling more like a wake. Claressa, trying to stay cool, whispered something to her stylist, something along the lines of, "She won't act up." But she clearly didn't know Remy Ma. Remy Ma doesn't yell. She makes statements. And she doesn't show up for drama. She shows up to shut it down. This wasn't just some jealous ex moment. This was years in the making. Remy and Papoose weren't just another celebrity couple. They were seen as the definition of loyalty. They survived his prison sentence, career changes, and everything else thrown their way. Once whispers started about Papoose and Claressa, gym sightings, podcast interviews, just friends. With too much chemistry, people started noticing. And Remy? She said nothing. No comments, no posts, just silence. Which is exactly how you know something serious was brewing. Back at the party, Remy didn't even blink at the crowd or the random rappers clout chasing in the corners. She walked straight toward Papoose and Claressa like she was the only one in the room. They were posing like stars in a Tyler Perry movie, until Remy stopped right in front of them. She looked at Claressa, then locked eyes with Papoose and said in the calmest voice possible, "You brought her to my city, gave her my blueprint, and called it love." Boom. The whole vibe changed in an instant. Phones went up, security panicked, a bartender ducked behind the counter and screamed, "Oh, hell no!" And Remy? She just turned calm as ever and dropped one last line. "Enjoy the ring. It still smells like me." Then walked out like she hadn't just ended the whole night with a whisper. Papoose couldn't speak. Claressa just stood there, frozen, and within minutes the internet exploded. Someone caught it all on camera and uploaded it to TikTok. The caption? Remy just crashed Pap's party and turned it into a funeral. RIP Black Love. And that was only the beginning. Remy left without a single scream. No dragging, no scene, just damage. Silent, sharp, and unbothered. The DJ stopped playing. Claressa stared into space like she just got hit by karma itself. Papoose looked like he was watching his whole reputation collapse in real time. But outside that venue, things were already catching fire. Within 30 minutes, clips were everywhere. TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, even anti-group chats. Then came the receipts. A bartender's close friend leaked screenshots claiming they were messages from Papoose. Not just casual hey messages. We're talking late-night, emotional, I wish things were different kind of texts. One said, "I didn't plan it this way. She was just there when Remy wasn't." Another, "I miss the quiet with you. This party ain't it." The internet does not play with contradictions. People started reposting old clips of Papoose, calling Remy the definition of real love. Now those same clips were stitched with TikTok comments dragging him. All that talk, just to fumble it for a party and a punchline. Even the venue manager, voice disguised in a podcast interview, said the second Remy walked in, everything died. Security asked if they should stop her. Papoose said, "No, let her talk." That's when the manager knew it was over. His words, not ours. Meanwhile, the world was picking sides. Claressa tried to clap back with a perfect glam photo and a caption that said, "Queens don't compete with ghosts, they rule." But the comments weren't buying it. One viral reply, "That ghost walked in, snatched your crown, and left without smudging her lipstick." Still, Claressa wasn't done. She went live. Ponytail tight, lips glossy, voice rehearsed. She said, "She had her moment, but I'm the future." That's when the hashtag Our New Queen started trending, though many of her own fans started switching teams. People said Remy walked in with grace. Claressa came back sounding like she was chasing clout. Then it got messier. Papoose posted a "we all lose when the family feuds" kind of message, something about love and peace. But folks weren't here for it. One comment summed it up. "Sir, you lit the match. Don't act like you're trying to put the fire out. Now." Behind the scenes, things were falling apart. A liquor brand pulled out of Claressa and Papoose's upcoming campaign. A planned reality show got paused. And a major magazine cover? Canceled. And that's not even the worst of it. Remy Ma's been the talk of the town lately, with rumors swirling that she's been offered a solo interview and a cover feature. The twist? She hasn't said a word about it. No posts, no tweets, no interviews, just that one night, that one sentence, and then silence. Fans are buzzing with theories. Some believe a stylist from Claressa's team tipped Remy Ma off about the event, and one user even said Remy Ma showed up like she knew exactly what was going to happen, making her presence felt without crashing the party. Others wonder if it was a setup that went wrong, not just embarrassing but potentially damaging to reputations. Claressa, meanwhile, is struggling to keep her image intact with hashtags and fancy posts, but the buzz around her is fading fast. People are still talking about Remy Ma's mic drop moment, but behind the scenes, the fallout is much worse. Contracts are being canceled, sponsors are furious, and plans for a new couple's brand are falling apart. Papoose and Claressa had big plans for a podcast, a fragrance, and even a reality show, but now those are slipping away. A major streaming platform reportedly pulled out of a deal within a day, and luxury brands quietly removed them from their influencer lists. Even a planned magazine cover was scrapped and replaced with a feature about loyalty, a major irony since the new cover could be Remy Ma, the woman who just said one line and disappeared. Remy Ma's silence is doing all the talking. No interviews, no posts, just quiet power. Fans have chosen her side, with one saying, "Claressa wore the dress, but Remy Ma wore the legacy." Leaked documents suggest Papoose may face legal consequences over his relationship with Remy Ma. texts reveal he knew she might show up but didn't expect such an impact. A viral clip of Remy Ma recording a diss track adds to the drama, with fans calling it iconic. As Claressa and Papoose try to regroup, Remy Ma remains silent, letting her actions speak. Now, the world waits to see what happens next.